Perfectly honest, really happy because for a number of reasons we set out to win the game, and at half time we weren't particularly well positioned to do so, and then the players adjusted well in the second half, and I thought scored a couple of nice tries, and I thought transferred pressure back onto the Welsh team, and I thought it was a good second half performance, and so I'm happy.
What did you say to the boys at half time? It seemed to be a big turnaround in performance level from one half to the other.
Well, it was just some of the little things we needed to tidy up and bring in intensity and tweak a couple of things in the way that we need to approach the game, and the boys did really well, and realised that we were probably watching them play rather than playing ourselves, and once we decided that we could influence the outcome if we did a few things, it wasn't just me talking, it was everybody was aware, so I'm very proud of that response. The boys went out and started taking the game to the Welsh team, and the result, it's been a while, isn't it, since we've been able to sit here and talk about beating Wales, and hats off to the players. I thought they put in a great performance.
So much has been said this week about the leadership group that you've got in terms of missing Greg and who was going to step up. You must have been pleased with the way that the guys responded, especially the last 20 minutes as they saw it run.
Yeah, I thought we made it difficult for ourselves. There were a couple of times there we had momentum and released it just through. I mean, they're a good team as well, and they choked down a couple of driving mauls that we wanted to put in place, and we had to restart with scrums. I thought the scrum was a great improvement. I thought we worked hard on the ground, and the players showed big hearts to compete all over. Ireland was a good first half, Wales a good second half. France, we sort of decided that we could do better than that, and so look, it means we're still in the competition, and we can get back to work on Monday and prepare for the next game.
Vern, you mentioned first win against Wales for 10 years, your first opening day win for 11 years. Obviously now you go to Twickenham, where you haven't won since 1983. I guess you go there with fear.
If we're on a roll, we'll take it. No, I mean that's a joke, obviously, but we know how hard Twickenham is. It just gives us. There's a couple of things that have been worked on, and I think these experiences for these young players are great. I think John did a great job out there and steadied the ship, and the young players brought a lot of enthusiasm and energy to the game, and you can see some of the skill sets have been worked on. Coming off, and a couple of nice tries. Twickenham obviously is it may be the record game for England, so there'll be a lot of things to play for. I think there's a number of reasons why we should get up and prepare well for that game.
John, how much does that result mean to you after a decade of disappointment against Wales, and given where you earn the rest of your money?
Yeah, I guess that's part of it, but I think more so as a group, we wanted to show that we won very well against Ireland. We didn't play particularly well, and we want to get out of that cycle of having a good win and then not backing up. So I thought we didn't play particularly well in the first half, but I thought the second half to go out there, no panicking, and just to play with control and accuracy for 40 minutes. And they're a very good side, and we played. I really felt like we made it very hard for them in the second half.
Yeah, what aspects of the game do you think you got on top of Wales in that second half?
I think we just tidied up a bit, like Vern says, the contact area tidied up a bit, and we got a little bit of quick ball compared to the first half. I don't know what the stats were, but discipline seemed to be much improved in the second half. So they're two key aspects of any game.
Not a bad way for you to begin your captaincy.
Yeah, I guess so. But I said in the week it's a group around me who, I thought Finn was outstanding today. His control and his maturity, some of the conversations you guys don't see go on the pitch, and we were sort of all going off the same hymn sheet today. Ali as well, I thought controlled the game. As a young guy's first start, I thought he played some. He really controlled the game, and then the guys that came on, I thought were outstanding as well.
And a few bragging rights when you go back to the Scarlets.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a very good side. They've had success over a number of years. For us, it was just really nice to sort of get the monkey off our back. We're not beating them for 8 years, and get back into the championship again.
Well, You kicked the ball a lot throughout the game, particularly in the first half. What was your thinking there?
Well, I mean, you've got a variety of kicks. The idea is to probably get down the other end of the paddock and contest in the air, and if you can recover that, then you go into a counter-attack situation. And look, I think some of our turnover ball we got, we perhaps we could have used better than we did. But once we get used to doing it and develop the confidence to have plays off that, and if it's from a ruck ball that's been challenged well, or a ball in the air, and we can turn over from that and get the ball out wide to some of our players, well then you can see why. So there was an adjustment. I thought generally we kicked pretty well.
Tim Visser's try, you mentioned you scored a few good tries, but Tim Visser's trying multiple phases, cool heads near the lines and great handling to put him in the corner. Did that just kind of encapsulate everything you've been working towards with this Scotland team?
Oh, everybody's working hard within the team. I mean, the backs are working hard on their skill sets, the forwards as well. Well, the scrum was improved, and I thought our defence held up towards the end there. So a lot of hard work's going in from coaches and from the coaches and players, and it is nice to be able to. I think our conversion rate is pretty good when we get into the opposition. So if it goes back to the kicking game as well, if we can kick and get in and then convert once we're down there, that means we're doing some things right. I think we didn't get everything right today, by no means. So we'll be sitting back and making sure that we do. But there were some good things, and I think those good things are good for the confidence, and we can develop them. And I think we can still play better.
The conversion rate was good, but also your ability to stay in the game when under pressure, and actually even in Paris when you came under pressure, you just managed to stay in the game. Is that something that's developed as well, and it makes you feel you always have a chance going into the latter stages?
Well, no one game is like another, but today was good that we managed to get away from that 13-point lead at one stage. Managed to get as John said, Finn played a great composed game, and kicking that penalty from out wide was a great penalty to put over. And it also meant, and what I liked is we didn't let them score in the end either. So that showed that the boys were pretty focused. We got a couple of key turnovers in that last 10 minutes. So they're working very hard and focusing on technical aspects that can turn and change games as well as the mental ones. So
okay, from this point we'll just do it for written papers, please.